Rise and shine, Value Farm family. Welcome back to another episode of The Farm. If you are new here, you are most welcome. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also turn your notification bells not to miss out on any videos on this channel. And of course, to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for believing in Value Farm. Thank you so much for loving us, and we really appreciate you guys so much. Well, we are back at the farm and we are in a very interesting place. I know most of you might be knowing this farm. This is Hamisi Goat Farm. It's amazing to come here because we have a lot that we are going to share with you guys. We have come to pick up our goats that we paid for, I think a few months ago. So they've been quarantined and we are going to be selecting with you guys today. So I'm really super excited. As you can see, this guy has a lot of goats. Yes. So we are going to learn more, and in the process, we are going to take you guys along with us so that you can see what really happens here, how they're taking care of their goats, why they consider to isolate some goats that we are taking right now, and the selection that we are definitely going to pick up from this farm. I'm super excited, of course, to also meet Hamisi because I think it's going to be my first time meeting him in person. I've been watching his videos on YouTube ever since, but today we are right here at his farm to share with you guys different breeds that they have at the farm so that you can also know what breeds you can be able to have at your farm in case you want to start the breeding process. Of course, we shall definitely also learn from what we are going to be seeing today. So let's go and check out what is really happening so that you can see. Yeah, come along with me. I have here my co-director. Like I told you guys, we traveled to come to Kayunga. By the way, we left our house at 4. That is when we left Kampala. That's when we left Kampala, so you can imagine. And we've reached here at what time?
8:45, almost 9.
Almost 9. It has been quite a journey for us to come here. So how are you? How is your morning?
I'm actually pretty good. Hi, everyone. My name is Grafton. Some people call me Greg. That is my name also. And I'm here at in Kayunga at Hamisi's farm. It's really, truly nice to actually be here. The establishment, he's done a wonderful job building the business here. I have to give this man a lot of credit because in terms of educating, promoting goat rearing in the country, on the continent as a whole, but particularly here in Uganda, I think he's been at the forefront even while I was still back in the US. I used to watch his videos. I actually spoke to him on a number of occasions before I even came here. He's actually been a great support, a great help, you know. Kudos to you, Hamisi, wherever you are. I think he's still in Nigeria. He got caught up in traffic yesterday.
Yeah, we're still waiting for him.
But for now, we just wanted to shoot so you guys could share with you what we have found. The goats you see behind us is actually, those are the goats that have already been quarantined.
Yeah.
That's been separated for at least a month from the main flock. So these are the goats I'm actually going to be choosing from with the team here. The male that we've selected is actually not here. That particular male actually went out for grazing. And the goats you guys are looking at behind us, some range from 87% up to 93%. And of course, some are 100% pure. Both Savannahs and of course
the boys.
The boys, right? And yeah, I'm very excited to be here.
I'm super excited too, you know, having the flock there, and we are going to select. We told you that we are going to take you guys through this journey of our selection, how we are going to do it. And of course, we have an expert here, an experienced person.
I wouldn't call myself an expert.
You are,
I'm a fan. I'm a student of the world of goats. I love everything about goats. The behavior, the meat itself.
Yeah.
I'm just a fan. I don't think I'll ever call myself an expert because you can always learn something extra. I don't know everything. And as a wise man once said, you have to be smart enough to know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So we're on this journey together to learn. And of course, I'll share with you guys what it is that I know so far.
Okay.
What we've learned, what we've discovered on the journey. So that way, when you guys go out to pick your goats, you don't make expensive mistakes. Because
Exactly.
these goats are not cheap.
They are not. So what tips, give them some tips that you're going to follow so that when you're selecting. At least a few tips.
I mean, I would say I gave you guys tips in the last video. I think the one bit of tidbit that I wanted to also re-emphasize on, especially when you're buying goats that are not living in raised structures. So in a situation like here, where we find them on the ground, which is fine. Some people choose to raise their goats that way. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a matter of preference. You want to look more at the hooves because they are on the ground. There's a very good chance some of them will have hoof issues. So you want to check for that. You want to make sure that the hooves are in good condition, that they're not slanting, they're not growing in different directions, that they've at least been shaved. And the telltale way to sign, if you see the goat limping and it's walking with some discomfort, you know there's a problem there. And of course you want to check them for ticks. You want to check for the age. And don't necessarily go for the biggest goats. Just go for the goat that is the healthy.
Yeah.
So the initial part of the selection process is the visual inspection. And then once you see that, once they then get isolated again, then you want to actually touch, you want to feel, you want to see up close. And then you make your final selections from there.
Wow, thank you so much. We really appreciate those beautiful tips. Those are the tips people are looking out for whenever they come to watch, because most of them are aspiring goat farmers. You know, the messages they've been sending to us. We appreciate you guys that you really trust Value Farm. You really trust what we share on the channel, so that you can also do the same wherever you are. And of course, most of you are asking us which places that we normally go to buy these goats. At least we've been so transparent enough that the last time that we went shop, I mean,
the village farm in Nakasongola.
Now we're in Kayunga, and most of you are very familiar with this goat farmer. So seriously, we are serious goat farmers. So in case time comes for us to start also selling, guys, you know where we are buying our goats from.
That's true, but not only that though, like we'll go wherever the good breeds are.
Exactly.
And wherever you are, don't be so pigeon-toed to where your location is. Granted, you don't want to go too far away, because when you go a little too far out, let's say for example, our farm is located in Luero. If we were to go to Gulu, that would be a risk. You understand? Because there's a very good chance that's a completely different region altogether. And the adaptability might not quite be the same. So these are some of the things you want to keep in mind. You want to get goats that are near your region, but you can also step outside of your region as well.
True.
There's certain types of medication you can give those goats after they travel long distances. But ultimately, the most important thing is you want to go find the right breeds.
True.
The right breeds usually come from the right responsible
breeders.
And that's what we're trying to be as an organization. And we'll support other farmers who are trying to do the same thing.
Exactly.
And hopefully we'll also be there for you guys as a resource for when you're ready to start on your journey. Then you know that you're getting goats from responsible breeders that are not just like grabbing goats here and there. You know? We
keep our records, and I know we are getting goats from at least...
All these goats here have been tagged, they've been recorded. All that information is on the up and up. And dealing with Hamisi has actually been a breath of fresh air. He's a very busy man, but he still finds time to actually answer my calls and call back. Being responsive is very important, especially running an operation of this scale. So I wanted to give him credit for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Hamisi. Now, let's talk about the process, because most people may be wondering, how are we going to transport our goats from here, Kayunga, to Luero? And of course, like the paperwork, what you have to know is there's a lot that goes on. We just don't come here, select the goats and put in a truck and we just go. It's not like that.
So number one, you need to make sure you got an LC letter, because if they find you with like 50 or 100 goats in some truck, you don't have a way to explain it. There might be a problem. And we also need a vet letter as well. That's going to allow us to move these vets from one section to the next. Because if there's any disease outbreak, you know, that's how they can actually have a record to be able to track where it originates from. So, and also we brought 2 of our members of the team to actually be on the truck. Because let me tell you, I don't know if you guys are accustomed to how people drive here in Uganda, particularly when transporting animals. They don't really drive the trucks all that carefully. No. And so I can share
especially
with you guys,
on the mud roads.
On the dusty part of the roads, they'll go at such high rate of speed. You know, these goats are very fragile. They can easily get banged around and injure themselves along the way. So we bring people to not only supervise, you know, the goats, but to also make sure the drivers don't exceed a certain speed, to make sure the ultimate goal is to getting to the farm safely with no one getting injured, human or goats.
So wow. Thank you so much. I think that is simple and precise. So paperwork has to be there. Do not be sure that at least you have the LLC letter, the vet letter, yeah, and the people to guard the goats to your farm. Those are the major things. Yeah. And of course, a truck that is in good condition.
Yes.
Because that is the other thing that we've always faced whenever we're transporting animals. We try transporting, but the trucks break down.
Yeah,
along the way.
Common. Yeah. But you know what, guys, again, I'm sure some of you might have already reached out to this gentleman to try to get goats from him. Yes, these goats are not cheap. But the business we're in, like any other business, I think people have the wrong conception because we're in farming, that farming shouldn't cost anything.
Anything, yeah.
In life, you truly do get what you pay for, right?
True.
You can go and get the local goats and have a goat that's going to take you 2 years to fully mature. If you're lucky, you might get 20 kgs of meat from that goat if you go with a pure local goat, right? But if your aspiration is to either A, enter the meat market, B, become a breeder yourself, you know, you're gonna have to actually make an investment in your business.
True.
You know, so we don't expect everyone to be able to come out and get 200-300 goats. And again, who can really,
Who
right?
can really?
But the idea is to start right. You can start small. Of course, you have to think
big.
But in order for you to get there, you have to have the right breeds.
Quality.
And the right breeds itself will cost you something. But believe me when I tell you guys, for those of you who's been following our channel, the greatest investment we made was buying a king.
Yeah.
Because at the time when we bought that king, yes, it was an expensive investment. However, look what it's done to our flock.
A lot
of the goats that we initially purchased were Movendes, and within like less than a year, that goat has completely changed the makeup of our farm genetic-wise. So we've since added a lot more pures, a lot more higher percentage goats to the flock. But in the beginning, that was the best investment we made.
Yeah.
So if you are able to do the same, please. I urge you to do it. Yeah. If you can't do it right away, make sure you have it in the back of your mind. So that way, whether it's your birthday, whatever holiday, whatever, you might run into some unexpected cash. Have that in the back of your mind. So when the cash comes, don't let it burn your pocket. Go out and get yourself your own king.
Your own king.
And then you go from there.
The boa, by the way, they made me confused. What king? The boa.
Yes, the male boa that we have at the farm, all of you love and admire. He's the official king. We've since added an emperor. All right, so there's a little bit of competition since we've been adding more to the flock. And even today, I think we're going to add a regent.
Yeah. We're going to see.
So we'll update you guys on that.
We shall update you guys. But I'm really super excited, like coming here, visiting Hamisi for the first time, and knowing that we are going to get quality breeds here. It's really exciting, and you guys can't miss out on this. So let's go on the journey. Let's see what we are going to be doing later on. Well, guys, as we've seen, we've been doing the selection. Of course, we've chosen the best of the best from the ones that have been quarantined. How was your experience?
It was good, actually. The one thing I would say, it's always good to have goats that are quarantined. I guess like part of the education when you go to other farms, you learn from other farmers. The one thing that here in UG that's very different, because in Arizona, if you go to a farm, you want to pick out whatever animal you want. You just pick whatever you want.
Wherever you want.
But in this country, it seems like, you know, the person who's selling select whichever animals, and then you get to then choose from the pre-selection. Now, I understand there's a method to that madness because they have to quarantine the animals to make sure that they're okay, they're healthy to leave the farm. But that's the one thing I think of Value Farm. I think I'm going to use the US version.
Okay.
Where, you know, you come to the farm, you pay your money.
And you come and select.
You select whatever you want.
Okay.
Because I think freedom of choice is important. Because these goats are pricey enough where you should be able to pick whatever goat from whichever flock that's available.
What's the price?
But the overall experience itself has been positive. The person that's actually left here is very responsible. He's been very helpful. And just also capturing the goats. because someone like me, you know, yes, if I have enough time, I'm sure I could probably catch a few. But, you know, I think I'm past that stage of my life
Running
to be
around.
chasing around young goats all over the ring. And the one thing I also want to mention to you guys, I can see why Hamisi and his team are so successful, because everyone that's left here at the farm are actually really, really well trained. They're very knowledgeable. They understand the different breeds, the different percentages. Plus, the overall professionalism itself has been tremendous.
Yeah, true.
So again, I know I keep waxing poetic about Hamisi and his farm. You guys, whether you want to buy immediately or you're thinking about buying, I think everyone that's interested in goats should definitely check it out here at least once. Whether you come out here to Kayunga or in PG, he has goats all over the place. So you guys should definitely consider visiting his place.
Wow, that is so amazing. Any piece of advice?
Once you make your decision on whatever goats you want, go for it. The biggest thing I would have to say before you even get to this point, you need to decide on what it is that you want to do as a farmer, right? Do you want to breed? Do you want to grow goats for meat consumption? Do you want to be a breeder in your area? Do you want to milk? Once you make that decision, then you find the best breeds within that category you can find, whatever you can afford, and then you just stick to your plan, you know?
True.
Like I said many times before, every journey starts with one step. And the first step is you start by finding the best breeders in your area.
Yeah.
Save your money. Even if before you have all the money, start doing your research, because research is key.
Wow, that is amazing. So guys, we really appreciate you guys. If in case you have any comments, any suggestions as well, leave them down below. And kindly just recommend these videos to your friends and families. Tell them that we have so much that we are sharing here at Value Farm channel. And of course, we can't wait to host you guys at our farm, because we know we are preparing for you guys to come and visit, to come and train, come and see the goats that we are breeding already, and of course to also sell to you guys very soon. And of course to have a good time, because we are preparing for you cottages so that you can come like for a retreat, family trips, family holidays, you never know. You can bring your kids.
Plus, the maestro is cooking. I'm not going to let you forget about that.
Yeah, we shall be having the cooking challenges. Is among them, of course. I know.
When it comes to cooking, I can't compete. She's the best.
Oh my God.
In terms of what I'm able to cook, is more of a French Caribbean approach. So those of you who understand bouillon, who understand ziria jonjon, like, I know how to make that very well. Even lalo. But in terms of like the local dishes,
Nyamachoma, muchomo.
I can't compete. But I'll try my best.
Yeah, we shall have for you muchomo at the farm. I think that is the traditional, you know, cuisine that we have here that people enjoy.
I will make you guys the best juices though.
I know. I trust you on that.
She'll make the muchomo. I'll come up with the master brew on my end.
But guys, we really appreciate you guys for the love and the support. The channel is growing. We're on the road to 100K subscribers. Yeah, because of the love you guys have shown to us, we are really so motivated, like to come looking for these goats, doing whatever we are doing at the farm. You guys have really motivated us so much. We can't disappoint you guys, because we need to also show what we are doing at the farm, and of course share everything that we can with you guys.
That's the beauty with what we do. Again, we're learning as we go, but we've learned a lot up until this point.
True.
You know, we're still open to whatever suggestions you guys have. Is there something we could do better? That's how you grow, right? You can't be closed-minded. You can't walk around with your chest puffed out thinking you know everything. No one knows everything.
That is so true.
So, you know, some of you guys out there might not agree with the goat palace that we have. But based on our research and everyone we spoke to, everywhere we visited, we believe in the raised floor is a healthier way to do it. But that's just based on our research and our opinion.
That is so
and what we've been practicing. And so far, it's been working out really well.
Yeah. So guys, you could also give us your opinions about the goat houses, like the modern raised and the grounded.
The ground version.
Like, what do you think about it? Leave your comments down below so that we can also hear from you, because we've had some people saying, oh, you're wasting money, or that is not worth for the goats. So leave your comments so that we can also learn from you guys. But we really appreciate you guys so much. Keep subscribing, sharing, tell a friend to tell a friend, and also hit your notification bell so that next time you get notified whenever we just upload a video here. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.